What's up, guys? I'm Ryan Roberts. Welcome into another recruiting edition of the At Large Bid Bearcats podcast. Tonight, I'm joined by 6'2", 195-pound outside linebacker and strong safety Derek Uran. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, sir. You ran.
Uran, got it. Derek is the 44th best player in Ohio as of right now, out of a local product out of Cincinnati Elder. Second team All-State as a junior, GCL first team selection. Derek, welcome in.
How we doing?
Good, man. It's almost the weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's get to know you off the field. Like just tell me some stuff about you. Like, who is Derek off the field? Because we've all seen your highlights. Everyone in the city's probably seen you play. Who is Derek off the field?
Me, and I'm a hard worker. I get into the weight room close to every day. I'm doing some sort of work every day, every week. Whether that's recovering with my body, or I'm in the weight room, or just getting some conditioning, or running with track. I'm always trying to put that work in.
Being in the class of 2026, the recruiting process has just kind of started getting going for you. What has this past summer and also this past season been like for you?
I had a great junior year. I feel like started off hot, coming 4-0, but had a couple injuries with our captain. So the season was an alright season, but I felt like it was a good season for me personally. Recruiting wise, it's been interesting. Love meeting a lot of the coaches that have came in. Got a lot of new connections that kind of helped me with recruiting, but ultimately, my heart told me to stay home.
As you were kind of sifting through all of your offers, all the different pitches you're getting from these coaches, what were the things that were most important to you in the recruiting process?
Definitely coaches valuing me as a player, because I know some coaches will come in and say, you're a perfect fit for me, but we want you to come down on campus, but I can't come down I can't drive 7 hours without an offer, you know what I mean? So just Coach Brett, like I've talked to Coach Braswell, he said he only watched 6-7 clips of my highlight film and told me we got to get this guy, and that's when he called me up one night, and that's all she wrote.
So you primarily had MAC offers, but you also took visits to Indiana, Michigan State, and then you picked up an offer from Cincinnati January 16th, committed to the Bearcats February 3rd. What was it about Cincinnati that ultimately stood out and made you feel comfortable, making that your next stop in your career?
Definitely the love Coach Satterfield and Coach Braswell have shown me. Ultimately that's what does it for me. I just want somewhere that loves me as a player and wants me. So I've had Coach Satterfield and Coach Tyson come to school multiple times to talk to me, and then I've had Coach Braswell come to my house, come hang out. He's one of my best buds. Love him. So ultimately, just the love they've shown me throughout my recruitment process ultimately did it for me.
Coach Braswell, Coach Stewart, Coach Veidt. What's that relationship like with those three as far as football goes, but also off the field?
It's great, really. Me and Coach Braswell, we're basically best buddies. Obviously we talk about football and stuff like that, and how he sees me play in their scheme of the defense. But ultimately, like he'll text me, just asking about my day, asking how I'm doing. Just he's really genuine. We don't talk about football stuff. We talk about life. We talk about really everything. We play Xbox together all the time.
Yeah.
And Coach Tyson's sweet. I love him a lot. Came into school, obviously, and him and Coach Satterfield came into school. Just sit down, just talk to me. I like him a lot.
What are some of the games you play with Coach Braz on Xbox?
We play NCAA. We play the new college football. We like to go against each other in it.
Is he any good? Who gets?
Yeah, Coach Braswell's decent. He's beat me a couple times, but
all right. So you were on campus this past Sunday for Junior Day. How was that for you?
I liked it a lot. I loved it, honestly. Started off by taking a tour through the new indoor facility being built. It was amazing, honestly. Got to see the new trainer. What's it called? Where the trainers are. Yeah.
Junior center, yeah.
Yeah, all the technology they have in there is really amazing, to be honest. New locker room getting put in, new indoor facility, new players lounge, which honestly that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a lot in there. Honestly, really just the technology that they're gonna have in the weight room with the bar speed pass, and then also like the underwater treadmills and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be really dope. And then I love talking to Simeon, the young linebacker. I think he was a freshman this year.
Yeah, Simeon Coleman,
Yeah,
freshman American.
we sat down. Me and my family sat down. We talked to Goldie, the middle linebacker. He sat with us, and then Simeon came over. Had a great connection with him. I'd like to see. I'd definitely build a friendship with him in the future because he's a freshman, so he's going to be around when I get there. So it was
When
great.
you still kind of going through the transition period to the Big 12, we saw some improvement this past year. When you think about Cincinnati coming off the type of season they had, what does it say to you personally when you see guys like Dante Corleone, Joe Royer, all these local guys deciding to come back because of their belief in this staff?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, also I feel like it's the community that they have built around the local guys. Like I know a lot of the local people love kind of quote unquote, I guess the elder pipeline with Joe and Luke, and then also Corleone coming from Coleraine. They love the local guys. They've definitely shown me a lot of love. I've got a lot of texts from local people just excited for me on my new journey.
Have you put on your recruiting hat yet to try to get some of these other local studs to join you?
Yeah, I've definitely been trying. I got one of my friends. I don't know if you know him, Landon Myrie from Princeton.
Yeah. Target Coach Stepp.
Yep. I've been talking to him about coming to UC. You know what I mean? Come play for the Bearcats. So yeah, I've definitely been trying to work my magic.
So I've noticed like a lot of high school athletes, man, they don't have time to really follow the college or pro level. Are you a guy that has any favorite teams at the next levels?
Honestly, I don't watch. I'm not a big NFL fan, but I'm a pretty big college fan. I love college football probably more than anything. So I grew up watching Ohio State. My two favorite things were Ohio State and Cincy. I mean, being from one of those schools, you gotta yeah. And then I just really just love watching Ohio State. They won the national championship this year, so that was pretty sweet.
So let's talk about you on the field. It's kind of crazy, man. At 6'2", 195, you played outside linebacker, you played safety, you've been shifted over to corner, but you've also rushed the edge and you led the GCL in sacks this past year with 9.5 sacks.
Yes, sir.
75 tackles, 12.5 tackles for loss, 3 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions. Is there anything you can't do?
I mean, Coach, I can really do it all.
What is this like, knowing your versatility and what you bring to the football field? What has this staff told you how they want to utilize you?
I mean, I've sat down with Coach Braswell. They play 3 linebackers on the field at all times, so they don't, because a lot of teams coming down third down situation, they'll sub a linebacker out for an extra DB.
Mm-hmm.
But with Coach Braswell, he plays 3 linebackers the whole time. Mike will Sam, and essentially I'd be playing more like a kind of like a field side linebacker. I'd play more out in space. Because I'm comfortable out in space, guarding out in space. Because he's said it, I'd essentially be kind of like a 5th DB, so I wouldn't have to rotate out on like a third down passing situation. I could essentially play that 5th DB kind of stack spot.
Do you have a preference? Like, have you kind of grown into that linebacker position, or is it something you've always done?
It's definitely something I've always done. I've always played outside linebacker, middle linebacker, a little bit of running back in my grade school days. But I've kind of just grown up playing out in space, can run with anyone, come down, make tackles. But I kind of see myself as kind of like a safety, kind of nickel, playing the field side. You know what I mean?
So how would you, if you're trying to explain to someone that's never watched you play before, how would you describe the brand of football that you would, like to play, and how would you describe the way you play on the field?
I would definitely describe it as fast. I'm twitchy. I'm violent. I really get after it on the field. I talk a little smack on the field, but I'm fast. I'll come after you.
That's that West Side in you, talking
Yes, sir.
smack in the field and playing with an edge. I think that's why
Yep.
UC fans love getting some of these local guys. Um, when you think about the way you play, are there any like NFL players or anyone you try to model your game after?
Honestly, I haven't really thought about that. I don't watch too much NFL, so I wouldn't really have any comparisons. But actually, I do. I did like who just came out of NC State? Peyton Wilson.
Yeah,
I like how he plays, and I kind of just pick up on things that he does. He's not with the Steelers, but I like how he plays. And
What are some of the areas that you're trying to improve on heading into this off season?
I'm definitely trying to pack on some more weight, but also maintain my speed. I'm at close to 205 right now. I'm trying to get 210, 215 before senior season, but ultimately just maintain my speed throughout that whole process. Because as Coach Braswell put it, he didn't care how tall I was, how much I weighed. He just knew I could play football, and that's what he offered me for.
So for those who don't know, you're also one of the favorites to win the 110 hurdles this year in the state. How has you also, training in track helped with how you play on the football field?
It's definitely helped a lot. I'm a competitive guy, so being able to do track and show people who would doubt my speed, it was great to just be able to show people that I can run like that. But then also the fact that track's an individual sport, so I make a mistake, I have to take accountability for that. So I just have to learn from my mistakes and continue to get better. So I like that aspect about track.
So when this is usually the time when a lot of kids are, setting up their camp circuits, off season summer plans. What are your plans for this off season now that you're committed to Cincinnati?
First of all, win state 110-meter hurdles. Possibly go for placing in state or winning state in the 300 hurdles, and then really just I live about 20 minutes from UC. Coach Braswell said I can come in really whenever I want, sit down in the players meetings and stuff like that. So those are my plans. I'm planning on just hanging out with the guys, hanging out with the coaches, getting some working on the field.
How much of a benefit is that, being able to come and get this early training and get this early work in and have that head start being a local guy, being around the program?
Exactly. That was one of the things for me. Coming from a Catholic school, we actually aren't allowed to enroll early as some of these public schools would in if you were to in December or something like with the archdiocese. But I've sat down, talked to Coach Braswell about it. I can come down whenever I want, which is honestly, I think that's going to help me a lot, being able to essentially be a mid-year enrollee in my senior season. But, I can learn the playbook, create connections with the guys, with the coaches, with the whole staff. I think it'll be great.
So when you think about the academic side, obviously you can't play football forever. Is there anything you've thought about that you'd like to major in or do once you get into college?
Definitely. I mean, I have a family background of my uncle's in finance, my grandpa's in finance. So I think I definitely want to go into something business or finance wise, kind of, yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong here. I don't want to mistake anything, but I believe your older brother played for LaSalle, and your younger brother plays at St. X.
Yep.
Or is going to play at St. X. What's that family dynamic like, having three West Side kids all playing for different rivals?
It definitely gets a little heated in the household. My dad doesn't like it, but all we do is talk about. We don't even play. None of us play basketball, but when St. X and Elder go against each other in basketball, you already know there's going to be some smack talking going down. My dad's not a big fan of it, but really it's just the whole house environment is kind of a competition. We all just live for competition.
So how did I gotta ask, man? How did that come about? You three all going to different high schools?
My dad's not from here. My dad's from Bryan, Ohio. My mom's from Tiffin. Okay. So none of us were originally down here. So ultimately, we all three had the choice between just the GCL schools, and I guess no one wanted to follow each other. We just wanted to carve our own path.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, I've kept you probably longer than I should. Let's finish on some fun things here to give fans a chance to get to know you. What's your favorite spot to eat around the city?
Coach Braswell's taking me to some good spots. He likes to eat. I liked. I think the Incline House is pretty good. They got a really good pizza. I like their.
Yeah.
They have a really good. You can like, what it's like the pizza places when they have the stone pizza oven thing.
Brick oven.
Yeah, brick oven, and
Yeah.
watch them make it. Yeah, I think that's pretty sweet.
Are you a Skyline guy?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big Skyline guy. I think it's a little overrated. I think I'd prefer a Gold Star. I think they have more variety.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not much of a Skyline guy either. I just give me some barbecue and I'll throw down. But when it comes to Skyline and just chili sauce, that's just not my thing. What's all right? So pregame playlist. What's Derek Uran listening to get in the zone?
Pre-game, I'm definitely listening to something hype, something that's gonna, fuel me up, something that's gonna, give me in the right mindset to go out there and, like I said, play violently, play fast, go hit someone. But general music type, I just like to listen to country music.
Yeah, same. You who's your favorite artist?
I would say Luke Bryan.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Zach Bryan, Luke Combs, or Morgan Wallen. Those are probably my three go-tos.
I like Tyler Zimmerman too.
Yep. Bailey Zimmerman?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Tyler Childers. That's another.
I like too.
That's another good one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, man. Well, we definitely appreciate you taking some time out. I know you got training tonight. Your schedule's nonstop. You're constantly doing something, prepping for a different sport or the next game or the next event. So we definitely appreciate you taking time to come on with us tonight. And we look forward to following your senior year.
Sure. I appreciate you having me on here.